Hello my dear students, we will see some more examples on second principle of mathematical induction, or you can say strong principle of mathematical induction. Before going ahead, just let us recall what is that induction principle. So whatever given statement is there, we will call that statement as P of n. We will prove that P of 1 is true. In some cases we need to prove P of 2 is also true, and then we are going to assume this that P of 1, P of 2 up to P of k minus 1 is true, and with the help of that we will prove that P of k is true. And if we are able to prove it, then the induction principle is succeeded, and therefore we can say that P of n statement is true. Yes, so let us go for this example then. So we have to prove that this an is less than 7 upon 4 raised to n, and this expression is given to us. So and value of a1 and a2 are also given. So let us start. I'll say let P of n denote the statement to show. Now see, whatever this is given to us, this is true for n greater equal 1, and this is true for n greater equal 3. So this expression can be used only for the values that are greater equal 3. Therefore, first of all, we are going to show P of 1 as well as P of 2 are true. So to show P of 1 and P of 2 are true. So for n is equal to 1. Now note one thing, we don't want to show that LHS is equal to RHS, but we have to show LHS is less than RHS, right? So what will be our left hand side for n is equal to 1? So our LHS will be A1, and what is our value of A1? That is given to be 1, I guess. Yes, it is 1. And what will be your right hand side? And my right hand side will be 7 upon 4 raised to 1, and which is nothing but 1.75, and therefore LHS is less than RHS, and therefore P of 1 is true. Now let us go for n is equal to 2. So for n is equal to 2, we will need the value of a2, which is 3, that is given to us. So I will say for n is equal to 2, my LHS will be a2, and that is nothing but what, 3. And what about RHS? RHS will be 7 upon 4 raised to 2, which is nothing but 49 upon 16, which is nothing but what? So 16 3s are 48 is there, right? So 3 point, so 1 is the remainder, so we will attach 0 to it, so we got decimal point, but again it is not divisible by 16, so one more 0, so we got 100, and I guess 16 5s are 80, 16 6s are 96, again 4 are left. So but this much is sufficient for us to conclude that LHS is less than RHS, right? Because this is 3 and this is 3.06, therefore LHS is less than RHS, and therefore P of 2 is true. Now my part 2 is induction step. So in this induction step, we are supposed to assume that P of 1 comma P of 2 and P of 3 and so on up to P of k minus 1 is true, but we have already shown that P of 1 and P of 2 are true, so I will just remove this. So what we are going to assume that this P of 3 up to P of k minus 1 is true. That is nothing but what? We are assuming that P of n is true for all n lying between what? For all n greater equal 3 less equal what? K minus 1. That is nothing but, what is my Pn statement? It is an is less than 7 upon 4 raised to n. We are assuming this for all n greater equal 3 and less equal k minus 1. As I have explained yesterday, what is the importance of this strong principle? It lies here only in the induction step. we not only can use that p of k minus 1 is true, but we can also use p of k minus 2 is true, p of k minus 3 is true, and what, so on. That is the importance, right? Now we will go for part 3, and in part 3 we have to prove p of k is true. That is nothing but ak is strictly less than 7 upon 4 raised to k. So I will start with LHS. I will say consider LHS. So my LHS is AK, but we already have the value of an as an minus 1 plus an minus 2. So what will be our AK? It will be AK minus 1 plus AK minus 2. So it is AK minus 1 plus AK minus 2, which is further equal to, now the induction hypothesis. So according to induction hypothesis, this AK minus 1 is strictly less than what, 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1, and AK minus 2 is strictly less than what, 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 2. So over here what I will have, I can say that this is strictly less than what, 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1 plus 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 2, which is further equal to, now what I will do, I will take 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1 common. So if I take 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1 common, what is left out inside the bracket? It will be 1 plus, now this term can be written as, I will write it here, 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 2 can be written as 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1 multiplied by 7 upon 4 raised to minus 1. This is by laws of indices, right? So since this 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1 is taken out, so I will left with what, 7 upon 4 raised to minus 1, that is 7 upon 4 inverse. So which is equal to 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1 inside the bracket 1 plus, but what is 7 upon 4 inverse? 7 upon 4 inverse is what? What do you mean by inverse? 2 inverse is nothing but 1 upon 2. Okay, so what will be 7 upon 4 inverse? Simply take reciprocal of that. And what is reciprocal of that? 4 upon 7. So which is equal to 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1, and if you simplify it, you will get it to be 11 upon 7. But see what we wanted to prove. We wanted to prove that this AK is less than 7 upon 4 raised to k. But what we have reached? We have reached AK is less than 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1, 11 upon 7. But instead of 11 upon 7, if I get 7 upon 4, then what can I say immediately? I can immediately say that 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1 multiplied by 7 upon 4, and which is further equal to what? 7 upon 4 raised to k, and that is nothing but our right hand side. So how to do it? And there is one beautiful trick. Let us see the relation between 11 upon 7 and 7 upon 4. So who will be smaller and who will be bigger? Yes, what is the relation between 11 upon 7 and 7 upon 4? What will be my 11 upon 7? I guess 11 upon 7 will be 7 1 the 7 is there, 1.40. So 7 4s are 28, 7 5s are 35. So it is, I guess, 1.5, and it is 1.75, 7 upon 4, right? So I can say that this 11 upon 7 is less than 7 upon 4, isn't it? Now since this 11 upon 7 is less than 7 upon 4, I can say that this quantity will be strictly less than what? It will be strictly less than 7 upon 4 raised to k minus 1 multiplied by 7 upon 4, because this 11 upon 7 we have replaced it by what? 7 upon 4. Therefore this will be bigger, no, than this. I hope you are getting. And which is further equal to 7 upon 4 raised to k, and therefore AK is less than 7 upon 4 raised to k, That is what we wanted to prove. Therefore, I will say P of k is true. And therefore, by first principle of mathematical induction, we can say that P of n is true. Therefore, by second principle of mathematical induction, P of n is true for all n greater equal 1. That ends our problem. So I am giving one example for homework. So this is the example. So you can try it at your home. So value of b0, b1, b2 is given. The expression is given, bn for all n greater equal 3, and we are supposed to prove this. Now just note one thing. Now we are supposed to prove this for all natural numbers, including what? 0 also. So you are going to call this statement as P of n, but since this statement is starting from n greater equal 3, we are supposed to show P of 0 is true, as well as P of 1 is true, and as well as P of 2 is true. Note this. I hope you are getting. So don't show only P of 1 and P of 2 is true, because whatever we have to prove, in that 0 is also included. So therefore we will show in part 1 that P of 0, P of 1 and P of 2 is true, and then in the induction step we will assume that it is true for what? Starting from 3, P of 3, P of 4 and so on up to what? P of k minus 1, and then we will prove it for n is equal to k. So that's it then. We'll stop here. Have a good day.